What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk. Whew. It's been a nightmare to get this stupid film. It has been a nightmare. It's so dumb that I have to pay for a VPN after I pay $79.99 or whatever, $99.99, whatever it is right now, to watch this coach's film. But for whatever reason, they block out your local team from watching it, when the only reason, of course, you get it is to watch your local team. Why would I care about the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a Washington fan? Like, that's the only game I want to watch. And they literally blocked it, so I had to freaking go get myself a VPN so it thinks I'm in Los Angeles. And I had to clear my cache. I had to come in as a guest. You can see up here, I'm a guest on this thing. I can't even use my own thing. So now it thinks I'm in whatever. But anyway, enough of me complaining, I guess. It's just is what it is. So, but I got it to work, and now we can officially go through some film. I'm going to tell everybody in the Discord. Let's see, announcements. At everyone just went live to watch some film. Boom! All right. Let me get the chat up here. Make sure I'm up on the chat. What is up? Just know on Antoinette. How's it going? I can like this stuff over here. No, I can't. Okay, that was interesting. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna go through the film for a bit. I do have work in the morning. I wanted to start this way earlier, but I've been fighting this whole thing like I just complained about. But we're here, and this is what we're going to do. Hopefully we can just go through each one. What up, Lizard? How you doing? Casimir Allen. Did he have a hole there? No. He came... missed block here. Yeah, he never even really... He tries to, reach for him. It's like, don't reach. Get in. Get in there, man. Make the block. But, oh, man, it's almost if he had a little bit better vision to, cut back, he may have got hit by here, though. Yeah, just not very good blocking here by our special teams, unfortunately. He tried to make it happen, get around the edge, but good coverage there by the Browns. And we move on. What up, Roberto? So we have the end zone copies here. We can also, can I do both? The sideline. Let's do the sideline first then, I guess, for each one if we can. Yeah, we'll do the first one here. So this is going to be a run play anyway, so we actually probably should have just stuck with the end zone view. Yeah, why is he going so far outside? I guess it's because he sees this linebacker here, so he thinks he has to go. But it seems like they opened up a pretty big hole in the middle, and then he just ran to the outside. Let's go back to the sideline. Or sorry, the end zone view here. Thought that was weird in the game. Maybe it's supposed to be a run outside? No, it's got to be. He's sealing this off. If it was a run outside, you would leave this guy unblocked. Wiley would come after here to set this. He would get up to the linebacker, and then you're trying to go. This is clearly this. It's just not a great play against this front either. Because you just don't have the blockers to get to everybody, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders inside the box. Cole Turner, are you really getting up to here? Unless he's supposed to get up to this, but there's just no way, because as soon as he reads the key that it's a run, he's going to hit this hole way faster than Cole Turner could get there. So it's just, at this point, you would like to be able to audible out of this one, call a hot route or something, or just audible out of this block, because it's just not a good look for here. But either way, B-Rob needs to understand that he needs to put a foot in the ground and go north. right? I mean, are you gonna just? Yeah, this is so odd. Are you just gonna rely on Howe holding this guy, and then you're trying to get to the outside, so Leno just missed his block? Because clearly it worked a minute. It definitely held him up. So if he's able to get outside, yeah, and Paul is trying to get outside. So yeah, this has got to be. So yeah, Leno just missed this up. This is a clear run to the outside. It's odd to seal off. Like, if you're running to the outside, why in the world would you bother blocking this dude on the backside? Like, if B-Rob is running this way, there's no way he's getting... Like, he's getting there. He's not running him down as an end, but whatever. So you're going to seal off the backside on a clear run to the left. They're double teaming to these guys, which they do a great job. This is exactly what I was complaining about a lot last year on our offensive line. This is a good job here by Nick Gates. This double team, like, so basically these two here, Nick Gates, Chris Paul, are going to double team to this linebacker. So you can see here, Chris Paul is going to help set this defensive tackle. Nick Gates is going to come take over this block so then Chris Paul can get up to the next level, right? That is beautiful. This also sucks that it's a run to the outside and this guy's so far out. Like a 9 technique. Like, that's crazy too. But anyway, but this is awesome. This is perfect. Beautifully done by Nick Gates. Takes over the block to get to the outside. Chris Paul is going to get up to the linebacker. I mean, that is... Oh, he loses it, unfortunately. Oh, but he loses it because he gets ran into by Leno's dude. Leno's just a terrible block here. Just absolutely... He just olayed. Like, why are you leaning so far forward? Keep in your frame and just run through him. Like, you're reaching here. I mean, that could easily have been called a hold. Anyway. You have to block the backside sometimes. That's how Montez got that goal line stop. I mean, we'll break that down later. You don't block the backside on sweeps and end arounds. This is a handoff. Never leave your backside open. Yeah, exactly. Always have that covered. Yeah, that the joke on my coach used to say was the a-holes, the a-gaps. You don't want to leave your a-hole open. You know, your a-holes right here. You got 2 of them. 2 a-holes. Not the end of the world. Really, what happened is Leno just completely flopped that block. It was terrible. But I love the double team to the linebacker. How many times did you guys hear that last year? We just never would double team and get up to the linebacker. It's just a terrible scheme by Scott Turner and John Matsko, which is just crazy. All right, second play. Now we can switch to the sideline view because we passed a lot in this game. So from now on, it's like most of these plays are going to be passes. And also, I was saying, why block the backside if you're going to run clear to the outside? It's not the end of the world. I'm not sitting here saying like he's a terrible play caller or play designer because he blocked the backside on there. It's fine. I don't want to make it sound like I hate EB because he decided to. At least he taught the center and the guard to double team the guy and get up to the second level. That's already a million times better than our run game last year. All right, let's do this thing. Okay. So no Ward in this game. They did not have Ward and Garrett did not play in this game. So we have Jahan down here, Terry up here, Curtis here, and Cole Turner. So he's going to look to the left. Man, he didn't like this? Huh. I mean, Hal, you didn't like Terry one-on-one go deep against a backup corner? And you looked that way? Like, what? Okay. I mean, to me, especially first play of the preseason, you see Terry one-on-one and he beats his man, go deep. Okay. whatever. We're going to go back to Jahan on the backside of the play. Nice little concept here. Easy, really good against man-to-man. You get it all confusion. Now 23 is way out of position. Good find by Hal. I mean, he found an open guy and he hit him. So that's good. But I don't know. I like the idea. If Terry's one-on-one, are you going to make film reviews for every regular season game? Yes, we did it last year as well. On Tuesday nights is film review. It's going to be usually earlier, but I had to fight the stupid VPN situation where I had to download a whole VPN to even be able to get Washington's game because they blocked me out. So stupid. But anyway, is Dotson become Hal go-to receiver? I guess so. Still in front of the corner, not behind. By the time he looks at Terry, he's behind the corner and the safety hasn't moved yet. That's why he goes to Jahan. Yeah, I mean, are you going to give him time at all? I mean, at this point, if I'm Hal, okay? I'm Hal. We didn't run a motion this play, huh? Yeah, no, we did run a motion, but nobody really followed each other, so it's hard to tell if it's man-to-man yet. But you can see here the press. So it's you don't know for sure if it's man-to-man. That's fair. But you have a safety. Like, why even look at Terry specifically? Just look straight at the safety to freeze him and know that this is going to be open. If he doesn't, if he starts shading this way, you don't even have to look at Terry. That's fine. Safety over the top, fair, right? But if you just immediately look to the receiver, then the safety will move, and now you're screwed, right? Yeah, I'm just going to look at the single high safety. He's obviously already shaded to Terry's side, already clearly. So I'm just going to sit there and look at the safety. If he moves that way, great, cool. I'm not going to Terry. I know Terry's going deep. Then I can go backside. But since you look at Terry, you do make the safety go that way. And also, if you looked at the safety, you would know the safety went towards the middle of the field. So this is open here. And Terry's going to get around this guy, which he clearly does right now. And all he could do is reach for him. Like, this could be a massive play right off the rip with a little bit better awareness from the beginning of the play. But that's okay. He does find Jahan, who does a nice job getting open. Nice concept. As I said, you get the little hitch. Dig route here. Wheel route. Perfect. No complaints there at all with the play design. Simple, understandable concept. He finds Jahan. 4-yard play. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and go back to that play and just take a minute just to look at the offensive line. End zone copy. The offensive line did a pretty good job, it seemed like, that play. Yep, 4-yard pass. Seemed like he had plenty of time. He had a hole in the middle. Good double team here. Cosme with a nice block. I mean, you can't ask for much better than this. I mean, that's a clean pocket. You could run. You could do anything. Step up. You find an easy open receiver. Yeah, there you go. Good job, offensive line. No complaints there. I mean, that's just standard. Gets him around the pocket. Double team. Perfect. All right. We'll move on to the next play, but that's good because my biggest concern on this team is our budget offensive line. That is my biggest concern by a long shot. Let's go back to the sideline. What are you guys saying? Safety wanted Hal to throw that ball. CB had him grab so he can't hit in the front. The safety split the field and is reading his eyes. Safety didn't move. He's still locked deep. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, if he was looking at the safety, you'd see that he shaded actually to the inside. Did you hear about all the fights at joint practice today? I did. And it all started with Forbes. Character concerns for Forbes. No, I'm just kidding. No character concerns. It's just a little chippy. He was trying to punch the ball out. And Obviously, Tylan Wallace didn't like that too much, so he gave him a little shove, little punch kind of thing. He didn't beat his guy. The safety knew he wanted Terry would have got there. Potentially. That's why Bieniemy wants the ball out quick. Yeah. Is the O-line better at pass blocking than run blocking? We're going to find out. I mean, it's impossible for me to know for sure because I haven't seen these guys mostly. I mean, obviously I know Sam Cosmi is a beast run blocker. Like, he knows how to use his weight to be a run blocker. But I don't know much about Nick Gates. Chris Paul is only his second year. He only played last year on the final game of the year against the Cowboys. And I thought he played well in the first half. It seemed like he got gassed in the second because he's not... And also, I mean, he's brand new to it, basically. Wiley, I mean, I know he played really well in the Super Bowl, but I know he struggled early last year. And then we know that Charles Leno just sucks, period. Is Forbes up to 170 pounds yet? Yes, I think he was 171 at rookie minicamps. That's why Bieniemy wants the ball out quick. Yeah, no kidding. Actually, from that angle, the safety is still on the hash on Terry's side even after the play starts. Yeah, after the play starts, but if you looked at he stepped into the middle of the field. Like, he actually did not shade to Terry's side at all. Like, he actually went towards the middle of the field, but you can go back and watch it if you want. All right, let's go to this play. 3 receivers to the left. We're going to look to the left. Terry's going deep again. Now the safety's on the left hash of the offense. Yeah, this is even already better coverage on here, but I mean, he's still trailing him. Yeah, this is good coverage by these two corners here. Not much on those ones. And the safety's over the top, so there's not much there. He's going to escape the pocket to the left. Well done. Curtis is kind of a weird time to stop. But at the same time, I like it. I guess he had the heads-up play because since he stopped, his guy stayed with him, and that gave Howell plenty of room to actually get to the sideline. I like that play by Samuel. Usually if your guy's flooding, you don't want to keep flooding this way, but for whatever reason, he had the awareness to stop. And that gave Howell the perfect amount of time to run over to the left side. But yeah, nobody was open on this play. Yeah, Cole Turner doubled all over this. These two with the safety over the top. Not much there, so he had to escape the pocket. Runs for a first down. Didn't miss anything. That's good. I didn't see anything obvious that he missed. Only 20 more pounds to go. No kidding. It's not Leno. It's Jay Leno. Yeah. Oh, Leno. Or I don't know. Rudy, have you ever heard the saying, make a mountain of a molehill? Hell yeah. What up, Justin? Hope EB gets the O-line in order. Don't want Howell getting sacked like Captain Kirk and Alex Smith, right? Mahomes would have thrown it to Robinson. Oh, probably. You're probably right. That would be nasty. There's no way you could do that. That's, I mean, if he somehow knew to turn right here and throw it to this spot, you're probably right. Mahomes probably would have found that because he's just unbelievable. But could you imagine if Howell, in only his second start in the NFL, and this is only his second start in preseason, he just finds a way. I mean, it's hard to hate on him. He sees an opportunity to get to the sticks, get the first down. But if he somehow knew to turn backside and just hit this and it's a touchdown, oh, that's nasty. That's why he's the MVP, exactly. I mean, it's hard to be mad at Howell. I mean, you see an opportunity to get to the sticks, get the first down, keep the drive going, move forward, and it's like it's not even a route, right? Like he's blocking. Like his job is to block here. So like in your mind, you're not even thinking like wheel route, right? Like it's not like, oh, I know that Brian Robinson's going to be over here, but man, that time of the year again. That's right. Great seeing these videos again. Thanks, man. Thanks, Jesse. But anyway, offensive line seems to do fine on that run. We can go back to the end zone view. I wish that they would do the actually, can I watch that? Let's try something real quick. I'm gonna try another tab. Maybe they have, now that they didn't have it when I had that didn't have the VPN running, but maybe now that I have the VPN, maybe they have the coaches film and just like a full on. No. Okay. So they don't just have like the hour and 40-minute coaches film or whatever where you can just do the whole thing instead of having to go to each play and like switch it to end zone view. End zone. Not hating on him, yeah. No eating a bunch of food and gaining weight. Nice. Cosme does a good job cutting him off. A little double team out here to help Wiley. That's probably going to be needed quite often. Nick Gates seeming to do a pretty good job on his man as well. So leaving a decent pocket here if he had anybody open, but nobody was open. Chris Paul, what do you... Okay, Chris Paul probably should do a better job of helping here. Kind of turned his head up front. Not sure why. I guess he was just looking to in case this guy was sweeping around. I guess it's not bad. It's not that big of a good deal. Leno just needs to do a better job, but we know he's some garbage. I mean, good night. What kind of... You're just getting shoved backwards. You're supposed to be a left tackle in the NFL, and your feet are just terrible. Leno. You're supposed to be the veteran of this offensive line. I think he's the longest tenured player on this offensive line. And he's coming out in this game as if he's just... And he's not even going against Myles Garrett. Imagine Myles Garrett in on that play. Terrible. Terrible. All right. Freaking Leno, not again. All right, now he's got 3 receivers to the right. Good, quick throw, early, quick decision. See that your man's open. I love that. Yeah, this much separation with Curtis right here in the slot. You know it's a hitch. Absolutely. Where are you going? Yeah, good job. You see Curtis Samuel also realizing he's a hot route. He sees this linebacker blitzing. I'm going to get my head around right now. Right? I don't need to, fake like I'm going deep and then come back like a normal, hitch route to like try to get the... It's like, no, get my head around immediately. Now Sam Howell is going to be able to find him. No, there's easy connection here. It all makes sense, and I can just hit him immediately as soon as I see this linebacker going. Perfect. And he stays on his feet. Great job there. Good job by Howell realizing the linebacker's coming, and I need to get rid of it now, and he does. Beautifully done. And he takes a shot. Man, that could have been rough in the passer. Maybe the end zone copy will show that hit wasn't actually that bad and he'd try to do a flop job. This team is underrated. I hope so, because I'm the one underrating him. So I hope you're right. I'm proud of Sam. Good, James. What's up, James? Wonder did the coaches seen how the wide receiver how wide open Robinson was? As I said, it's really hard to kind of like even consider that. Like, I mean, you should. If you're a coach in the NFL and you're watching film and you see that, oh wait, this broke down like that, maybe you start to like you put that in Howell's head. Just look backside. Just take a gander. Like you could still run this way. Just turn your head here, and if it's there, you have the arm strength to get around and get over to the Ryan Robinson. That'd be sweet. Scott Turner did a lot of destruction on us. Yeah, no kidding. End zone copy here. Even Leno, still didn't even look good, but at least he's not close to the quarterback this time. That's good. Well done, Cosme. You get here, the double team, you see the linebacker coming, you pass it off, get to the linebacker. Well done. Wiley kind of giving that up, huh? That's horrible by Wiley. Thank goodness we got the ball out quick, because Wiley just doesn't even block his dude. I mean, that's basically a beeline for the quarterback. It's like he almost doesn't even slow him down. That is horrible. Oh, he had more trips on Chris Paul than this guy actually hit him. He does touch him, but he doesn't. That's fair. It's more Chris Paul trips him up. Chris Paul getting pushed back a little bit more than I would like him to. Try to set that anchor, but he stayed in front of his dude. Not bad. All right. So here is the good old John Bates play. He was so wide open. Wow. How does he get that open? This linebacker just doesn't realize the route concept. He doesn't realize he's got to be the one to get over here. Unless this guy's supposed to sit. But if he has the deep third, cover 3, it looks like it's cover 3, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, this seems like the linebacker has to realize, all right, I'm not doing anything here, and I need to be the one out here with the tight end. But I mean, that's just so wide open. It's scary. The offensive line seemed to do a good job on that play, though. So many options open, yeah. This is a great play design, absolutely, I agree. Jahan is also open. How strong a arm Hal have? EB might, and EB won't let him go deep a lot. I don't know if I would say he won't let him go deep. It's just Hal didn't. Because Jacoby went deep. Like, Jacoby took his opportunity. I don't see why Hal wouldn't be allowed to take his opportunity. Good blocks here, good blocks here. Good blocks here, good blocks here. Ooh, Wiley lost it at the end, though. Come on, Wiley. Oh, and a hold. Yep, there's the hold at the end. Is 57 Smith? Browns roster. Like, is that Sedarius Smith? Who's 57? No, it's Isaiah McGuire. I did read that number right? This is not even Sedarius Smith. Jairus was like, oh, it's Sedarius Smith, guys. Relax. It's absolutely incredible that Sedarius Smith is absolutely incredible. Like, of course he can't block him. Blah, blah, blah. This is Isaiah McGuire. Come on. You got to be able to stay in front of him. Wiley's going to be an issue. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Wiley tightens up a bit. But this isn't no freaking Hall of Fame defensive end in front of you, and you're still getting beat at the end of this play. Like, come on. Stay in front of him. You can do it. Nearly ruins this whole play. Or he does ruin the play with the hold. I mean, that is... Yeah, I mean, you can't... If you're John Bates, you can't ask for a better ball. I have to go back and look at the other one. You guys were saying Jahan Dotson was open. I believe it. I just didn't see it. I was looking at over on this side of the field. But Jahan Dotson on the backside. Yeah, I mean, if he wanted it, he had it. Absolutely. Middle of the field. Just freaking throw a strike in there. Yeah, that's open. Wide open. Terry's getting that double team. Boom. I mean, he made the right decision, though. I mean, that's the read. If Bates, you're not ignoring this wide open to come backside. Like, no, if this is open, this is your read. Throw it to him and get upfield. I mean, you could almost say this ball was actually out late. Yeah, see, like that hitch at the top. I mean, it's not that bad. Because you'd almost like to see it a little bit earlier if he could, so that Bates could turn this up. Like, you pretty much throw it at the point where he's going to go out of bounds. Like, if it's like a little bit, like, just get rid of that hitch right at the top. Because this is your first read, right? Like, you already noticed that you're not going here once you turn. Like, you know, if you're not going here right away, your first read is this corner route. Right? You're just verifying that this guy stays with the receiver deep. Like, your eyes are pretty much should be here. Make sure this goes deep. And then it's like, if he goes deep, I'm freaking hitting this corner. It's like, boom. Right where his foot hit that back, it's like, get ready to throw. But the small, it's so tiny. I'm not hating on him. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's fine. It's fine. It's just small details. Small details. Great play, great pass, bad Bates. Yep. Yeah, Bates has got to catch it. I mean, that's a beautiful ball. I mean, even if he doesn't have an opportunity, like, I mean, he may even still have an opportunity to turn upfield, but meh, it's fine. Small details. Freaking Bates. Stupid Bates. And now we take a sack. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is on Hal. I mean, this right here, at the very least. But I understand you're reading to the left, so you looked left first, right? I mean, then if you looked left first, then why don't you have this on the outside? What are you looking at that you don't like on the outside? Is that Jahan? Or is this Jahan? They need to, like, I like that Curtis has his sleeve. I know where Curtis is at all times. It's like, I guess the towel's more on this side for Jahan, so the Jahan would be in the slot. Terry would be the towel that's more straight onto his butt, I guess. I mean, looking at these guys, I guess there's a little bit of yellow in Terry's jersey, shoes. Maybe that's what I got to look for. All white on Jahan. Just like at first, I'm like, which one's who? But okay. So, we're going to go this way. Like, you know this is a hitch. So much cushion. Or is that Diami? That might be Diami. Yeah, that's Diami, number 2. Man, you didn't like... I'm not sure why you didn't like this. You had plenty of cushion. I guess it's because you wanted to go Jahan and this guy's screaming upfield, maybe, I guess. Either way, like, get to your backside. Like, you're here. Like, why are we flushing before we go through the progression? And, like, you could just easily flick it out here. Instead, you're trying to escape the pocket. You have B-Rob wide open in the flat. Yeah, I think Eric will have them in store by ending of the season 10 times better than Scott. I mean, hopefully. I mean, Scott was terrible, so the bar is set low for EB to be better than Scott. I mean, to me, this is just Hal hanging onto the ball too long. Let's see who gets beat. I mean, it's actually pretty good blocking. Like, this guy comes unblocked late. And, I mean, Chris Paul had to pick this up. I mean, the offensive line is not really doing something wrong here. I mean, Wiley's getting beat late again because that seems to be his thing. It's like, Hal just... Yeah, this is a bad play on Hal. That's a big mistake. What down and distance was this? It's after the 10-yard penalty. Yeah, it was 1st and 20. Just get the ball out there, man. Come on, Hal. You had Diami open on the side that you were looking at first, and then you had B-Rob wide open in the flat. Zero reason to take a sack there. Zero reason. All right. So Terry staying behind. We're going to go backside he wants. Man, why? Why? I mean... Oh, because it's 2nd and 28. So he's trying to make a big play happen. So this is a class, or is, oh, they're setting up a little screen. Okay. So he's trying to go backside to screen. Okay. All right. Fair. Yeah, they're setting up a little running back screen. I get it. Got to remember what happened here. Okay. That makes sense. All right, so you're trying to set up the screen. I'd probably look a little bit more to the left here, or keep my eyes over there a little bit longer so the play can develop a little bit. You come back a little bit too far to the front side of this screen, and then that allows the linebacker to scream up, even though the linebacker's really not even looking at the quarterback, so he's just looking at the boxing setup. So never mind. You did fine. Sam Howell's fine here. Setting up the screen. It's just, this block's just got to be made. Yeah, who's that? Nick Gates? Yeah, Nick Gates has just got to get out there and make that block, man. You got to get something on him. He's just way too slow out there. He's just walking, hopping around. What are you doing? You know this is a screen. I guess he has to wait until the ball's thrown. He doesn't want to get an illegal man downfield. Can you get an illegal man downfield on a screen? I don't remember now. Maybe you can. So he's just waiting for the pass to be thrown. Because it's still technically a forward pass. Okay. Makes sense. So he can't go too early. He probably didn't throw if that nickel was going to cut off the angle to Diami. Who was the left guard that you hated last year, Tim? It was freaking Andrew Norwell. Pulled a Kirk Cousins and held the ball too long. Yep. Yeah, I think Eric will have them in store by the end of the season 10 times better than Scott. Sorry, I've read that one already. Sam Howell had a better game than Jacoby, and remember, the way you see the game right now is not the same as Howell making a great decision while playing the game. Yeah, no, obviously I have the benefit of stopping the play and analyzing exactly where everybody is. Yeah, I mean, when I watched the game, I was fine with Howell. I thought Howell had a really good game. It wasn't like I watched the game and thought, oh my goodness, and I just got a feeling that Howell was terrible. Just, I'm just educating on what happened on the play. You know what I mean? And also learning for myself of exactly all right, what is he seeing? Why is it not going right? And just trying to understand everything as I go. But yeah, Nick Gates. So he's waiting for. It's just a great play. Is that Walker, number 6, or no? Who's number 6? Oh, is that Okoronkwo or whatever? Just great play by him, getting around Gates. He's got to get out there and make that play because if he gets out there. Emerson's still here, though. Yeah, just unfortunate call into this play. Because if he gets the block here, these guys are out late as well. And he's able to cut it up. Maybe you can beat Emerson to the spot, get a big chunk play. Or if he gets out here late, if he's able to get around this, allow Sam Cosmi to set up his block and hit it, things are there potentially. It's good play call for the Browns against this particular play. Zone, where you just don't have the players for it. In an ideal world, you're hoping that Cole Turner gets this guy out here in man-to-man, right? He gets to just flush this guy. Basically, he's blocking him downfield without having to block him. in an ideal world. What is this release? Why is this release like he's like he's blocking? What are you doing? Like, this is not the release you want. You're not blocking him. Like, you should be running downfield to flush him out, and then you're going to block the safety downfield. Like, if you are able to take this guy out of the play and then go block your man at the same time, that's ideal. But what is this? What is this release? Like, what are you doing? Jahan wide open. Yeah, he's wide open, but he's looking for the screen. That's why I was like, he should have just hit Curtis Samuel right off the bat if it's a normal route concept. But, just stand. But he's setting up the screen. But yeah, Cole Turner, what are you doing? Putting your hands on this guy? Just run out here. Just flush. The best case scenario, this is man to man, and you get this guy out here, and then you go block your safety. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario is you go here, he is still able to stay inside, he gets blocked by one of the linemen, and you go up and get your safety that you're blocking anyway downfield to set up the rest of the screen. So ideally, you're blocking 2 men if you get the right defensive play call at the right time. I'm becoming a big Jahan fan. Yeah, I mean, he's open. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Or, like, awesome. Even though, is he really gonna be open? Like, this guy sees that he's setting up the screen and he's not, leaning back into this anymore. And same thing with this. Like, if he may back up into this right here, but it doesn't matter. Jahan Dotson running his route. Terry running his route. Curtis running his route. I mean, all 3 of these dudes are open right now, which is awesome. Good deal. I don't hate Jahan, though. Jahan's a great receiver. Number 2 receiver. Norwell single-handedly responsible for Tim's high blood pressure last year. All right, this is 3rd and a million miles. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't even remember. But, yeah, I mean, there's not much you're going to be doing here. Not much. Try to get some more room for your punt team on 3rd and 30. Yeah, I mean, you're just not getting the first down there. All right, that was the first drive. We're going to go switch to the defensive drive here next. We'll take a look at that. But first, I'm going to go fill up my cup of water. My mouth's dry. Thanks for the celebrate. Thanks, man. Tim he didn't want him to draft. He didn't want to draft him. Yeah, I mean, it's not that I hate Jahan. It's just Ron made me not like Jahan because of where he got drafted, and there was a better receiver on the board in the 2nd round, let alone at pick 16. Who was the better receiver in the 2nd round? That was one George Pickens. Freaking beast. Beast. Oh, I wish we had George. The one that got away. He's the one that got away. All right, we're on defense. Cody Barton in the middle here. We got 4 down linemen. Looks like some man-to-man. Crossing over. Defoe in the back. Cam Curl in the safety spot. St. Juice. Forbes on the outside. That's definitely somebody we're going to be paying attention to. From the TV copy, obviously we can't see all the corner spots because of the TV copy. It looked to me they didn't really even challenge Forbes. I mean, they didn't throw his way for sure, but it just didn't even seem like they ran anything interesting. Here's a little comeback route. They don't even look that way. Jamin Davis. This is going to be nasty for the Browns. I love what the Browns did with Elijah Moore. I mean, Elijah Moore's a nice little receiver. Now you put him in the backfield, you can motion him out. I mean, they're turning Elijah Moore into that Curtis Samuel type role or a Deebo Samuel type role. I think Curtis Samuel might be one of the only great players we got from Carolina. Yeah. Is that debatable? This year that came out of the University of Houston, the Texans snatched him on day 2. He's a beast. Who's Peter? I love the receiver / returner. Not sure. What up, Redskins Man 10? All right, let's get to this play. Let's see here. So Jamin Davis. I mean, this is just. I mean, you would love to see Jamin be able to cover a receiver like this, but this is a legit receiver. What was Elijah Moore in the second round, early second round? Like, this is a legit slot style receiver with a great ability to get open. And Jamin's not far off. Like, he's right there in the mix. He's not that far off from one Elijah Moore. But that I loved what they did with Elijah. Wait. Did they skip a play? All right, 18-yard run. This is not good. The petition at 100K, that's awesome. Josh Norman was decent before he got big-headed. Well, Ron Rivera wasn't here. He's talking about like the Ron Rivera guys from Carolina, but Josh Norman was never worth the money. He was like a solid corner, but we paid him as if he was a top corner. We gotta watch this from the end zone copy. I'm sure I'm gonna love this play from the wrong side. Chase Young, dude. Somebody's got to set the edge. Nobody's getting on the edge. Like, Cody's either got to come out to the edge or Chase Young should have lined up basically outside of him and get around him. Get on the edge. Like, you don't even try to get around him, and now you're allowed to get the outside, and nobody sets the edge. Cody Barton tried to get there. It was a good turn, like a seal block there by 55. St. Juice was right there in the mix too. But see, like, imagine this. Right off the rip, Chase Young reads run. He gets to the outside, right? And now he messes this guy up from getting to St. Juice because this guy has a clean block on St. Juice now. If Chase Young just gets to the outside, he's going to have to cut back, but Cody Barton's going to be right there. Jonathan Allen's going to be right there. Deron Payne on the outside. Montez Sweat chasing him down. Like, Chase, you got to get outside here. You have to set the edge here. And then you could be a huge difference in this whole play. Ah, man, he almost got there too, Benjamin St. Juice. And so did Sweat. This is a nice play. I love that they're using Elijah Moore for their sake. I just think it would be so huge if Chase Young actually set the edge on that play instead of allowing this pulling tackle to get out there. Or pulling guard, rather. He forces his way out here. And you know what? Because now at least you're taking two blockers. Yeah, maybe Elijah cuts it back up the middle, but that allows everybody else, Jamin Davis, Montez Sweat, whatever, be able to potentially clean up Cody Barton right there. Instead, it just allows them outside. Anything else? Yeah, other than a bull rush. All right, what's next is a 9-yard run. So we'll just stay with the run plays. We'll just stay in the end zone view. Oh, it's not a run. It was a pass, so never mind. We will go to the sideline view. Should have been a sack there. Come on, man. You can't hit him like that and not take him down. Come on, man. That looked like a clean hit, too. Somehow he stayed on his feet. All right, here's our boy. Good old Emmanuel Forbes. We'll see a lot of this. Cushion coverage. Good jam on a running back. Demetric Felton. Drops back into the zone, so he's playing zone defense. Little punch there. Comes back. I mean, you can definitely see he's 170 pounds. I mean, Demetric Felton's the one that's doing a little bit more of the pushing here. Hey, you know, you did your job. You covered. Everybody seems to do a pretty decent job on this one. Got Danny Johnson as the backup corner to St. Jude. No, St. Jude's here is the backup corner to Kendall. St. Jude's doing a good job covering the underneath here. Danny Johnson has the ability to fall back if he needs to. Safety Defoe coming over the top here. Staying here. He's going to drop back. He's here. So yeah, good coverage on the back end on this zone. Cover 2 here. Just Deshaun Watson doing Deshaun Watson things, bruh. Did you guys see the video of the fan running across the field? No, I didn't. I heard there was a streaker, but we didn't see the actual streaker. It was during an interview. I just wish we can get that sack. You get a hit like that, take him down, bro. Yep, we're going to see this all year long. The Jack Del Rio special. This is exactly why we drafted Forbes, because this is all Forbes did in college. Off ball, a lot of zone coverage, deep third kind of coverage, zone, reading the quarterback's eyes. That's why he gets all those interceptions. And Jack Del Rio said, yep, I run that play. Yep. Two Hill. Why can't nobody set the edge, bro? Now Two Hill's not setting the edge. Put his eyes down. Just great blocking up front by them. But Two Hill, man, you got to get to the outside. Set that edge. It's also just a poor timing call for us. Jonathan Allen was stunting inside. You know, if you're just hitting his gap, then maybe he can also help get out here, and maybe Felton has to get around him a little longer, but he's stunting inside. So now he's just completely screwed. Easy seal block for their center. All right, so I mean, it's not good when you have two returning players that don't understand, and in the same scheme, and you don't understand that you need to set the edge. I mean, poor. Heavy formation here. Golly, that's just beautiful blocking. Setting the edge at least. Right? Setting the edge. This is just picture perfect for them. Ridgeway. Who's 92 for us? Allen. Is that? No. Who is that? I don't even know. I mean, that's just perfect execution by them. I don't even think we really did anything wrong. You know, nobody did anything blatantly wrong. I mean, it's a 5-yard run, so who ended up making the tackle? Obata, FA? Yeah, FA getting off his block to make the tackle. Just good blocking by them. Sometimes good offense, man. You know. So after this is a 1-yard pass. So we'll go to the sideline. That's one of those plays, you know, the other team gets paid too. When are they going to fix the O-line? They decided not to. He wasn't naked, but as JP Finley put it, he was crazy speed, but zero leap. He ran straight into the wall. Oh, so he didn't leap. I gotcha. That's funny. Setting up the screen. Good job here. Good read by Toohill. Toohill did a good job just sniffing that out. Yep, he realized, or it is, was it? Nope, it is Toohill. Sniffed out that tight end screen. Got on his horse. Get out there. And also nice job by Defo. Sealing the edge, not letting him outside. There we go. Love to see that on a screen. Don't let him work. Don't let it work. We just let him skate, man. Who is this? Oh, Jamin. Jamin's out there. They have a fullback. Okay. So where did, is this Forbes? Yeah, I mean, if this ball's out here. But, oh well. Good coverage here by Barton on Njoku. Ooh. Somebody got lost out here. Is that St. Juice? Whoo! That's a sick little route by Elijah Moore. That guy's shifty, huh? Oof. Danny Johnson does a good job just jamming this dude out of bounds. Nice. I mean, that's a terrible route by 89. I don't know who 89 is, but that is a garbage route. Absolutely garbage. Chase Young just, or is that Toohill? Gets just absolutely destroyed on the double team. And there's nobody else wins their matchup here. You got one-on-ones. Nobody win. Oh, wait, this could be holding. Let's go to the end zone view. Hold on. That looks like clearly he just bear hugs him. Yeah, he tried to get back in the stands, but couldn't jump, and he got caught by security. Force smacked him. It'd be pretty cool if they get Flowers back, but I think you're right. Yeah, it's just sucks. I think the O-line will stay as it is. I agree. It'd be pretty cool if we can get Flowers. No, sorry. Okay, I read that twice already. Okay. We're going end zone view. End zone view on the run by Watson. No, wait. Come on. See what Jonathan Allen. Come on, we're going to say that's a clean block there, ref? No hold here? He's not in front of him at all. He just has his arm wrapped around him and then tackles him to the ground. That's clean, huh? That's clean? He just tackles him. Oh, yeah. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sometimes you don't get the call. Come on, Jamin. You are way too fast, way too athletic to not make this tackle as a third-year linebacker you are now, or fourth? What is Jamin Davis? No, third year. Third-year linebacker. And you're getting toast like this. And yes, it is Deshaun Watson. Obviously, Deshaun Watson does this to a lot of guys, and he's one of the best to do it. But come on, dude. You run a sub 4.4. You are way too good of an athlete to miss that sack. Just get there, bro. Just get there. Tackle for loss. Boom. This should be a tackle of a loss of 2 or 1. Instead, he gets a couple of yards, like 3 yards. Do Butler's interception? Yeah, we'll keep on going. We're just kidding. We'll see how late we actually go. It's 11:30 now. I started late, unfortunately. Normally this will get going around 8 o'clock, and we'll go through the entire game, but I just can't do the entire game now since, I mean, if you weren't here earlier, the reason I didn't start earlier, I literally had to download a VPN and figure out this whole situation. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't watch. Like, it was so frustrating. You could see all these little NFL Plus signs. It was on every single game except for Washington. And it turns out that they block your local team from being able to watch the coach's film. How bogus is that? Like, who is buying the NFL Plus premium to watch the coach's film for every other team but your own? So that's what I was dealing with, trying to figure out all this stuff. Anyway. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. Hand off to the left. Whew. Great tackle there by St. Juice and Defo to save a touchdown because we know what's going to happen later. Is there another holding here too? Not really. Not really. 11 could have got called for it. Is that Peoples-Jones or whatever? Because right here at the end, like, he like grabs him on the backside and pulls a little bit. But again, they didn't call it. Small details is what it is. Here's everybody's favorite play. Nice. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. That is a willing tackler. And Curl right there to help make the tackle. Hey, in the right spot, right time. Big play there by Forbes. Big play. So yeah, this is what you were talking about, that they didn't block the backside. Excuse me. Didn't block the backside at all. I do think it is different to not block that, like not seal off the backside on a goal line play, because clearly that they're more likely, everybody's at the line of scrimmage, people are going to try to get to the court, like get to the running back as quickly as possible. So I think that is a little different than, like on 1st and 10 in the middle of the field. But at the same time, this is a read option. So that's why they left it unblocked. Is not only is it a handoff to the outside, but this is clearly a read option. Like, Deshaun Watson could pull this instead of handing it off. But Jamin would have been there. That's good defense against read option. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. Against read option, this is how NFL defense had to, and college had to adjust, is that your defensive end just commits to the running back, and then you have your linebacker come around to prevent the quarterback from going. Instead of having this guy guess who's going to take it, just commit to the running back, which Montez Sweat does, makes the play, and if Deshaun Watson were to keep it, he had 2 guys, Jamin Davis and the safety, ready to clean it up. Jamin, because 78 missed his block, Wills, I think that is, and then, couldn't tell, is that Curl or Percy Butler? Now that Curl got rid of his hair, it's so hard to tell who it is. I think it's Percy Butler. Great play. Turnover on downs, because that was on 4th down, the negative play. And then, boom. Back to the offense. So now we have it way deep. I like this throwaway by Sam Howell. He's looking here. Like, yeah, if you see the safety, just to cover 2 safety, it's going to be tough to go. This is great coverage by the corner as well, because he's going to stop underneath. Like, he's got over top, just bracketed completely. Nowhere for Terry to go. Sam Howell is getting flushed, and immediately, as soon as he gets the ability to, just throws it away. Why is this a good idea? Because obviously he's not under threat now. Sometimes it's like, yeah, you could go ahead, try to see what you got backside, see if you can get back to here, right? Because he is open. Technically, he missed this guy, right? Technically, who is this one? Antonio Gibson, right? Like, you could say, hey, why didn't you come back here? But just getting rid of the football here instead of potentially allowing your offensive line to draw a hold inside the end zone and giving the other team 2 points, it's better just get rid of it. Nobody has to question anything and just move on to the next play. And now, granted, we ended up getting a safety a few plays later, right? But I don't mind this thought process. And that's really where I don't like, or I really criticize people the most, is when I don't like your thought process. This one I understand, and I don't hate this idea, even though technically, yeah, if you come backside, maybe you get a few extra yards, or towards the middle of the field, not really backside, but just away from the play, if you will. You could get some yards, just getting rid of the football. Don't allow a penalty in the end zone, and move on. Also, it's dangerous to throw back into the middle of the field a lot of times anyway, so not only are you risking a penalty, you could be risking a pick 6 being so close to the end zone if you do try to throw it back to the middle of the field and somebody's there to pick it off. 100%, Peter. Great defensive call. I agree by him. Yep, handoffs, you have to block the backside only on sweeps, read option, and end arounds. You can get away with not blocking the backside. You're right. I'm liking Forbes a little more as time goes on, but I can't get over how dang skinny he is. Even in person, I'm like, bro, I could snap your limbs with 2 fingers. I think that's where him not being tall is going to hurt. I don't think he's seen AG. Yeah, he didn't see AG because he didn't even get there. He didn't feel as if he could go through his progressions. And I'm not mad about it. I really am not. You live to see another day. You get to the next play and see what you got. Handoff here to Gibby. Let's go to the end zone view for the run play. See what the run game looks like. So we got the tight end coming all the way back to seal off the backside. Little zone run scheme here. It's not even zone run scheme, actually. It's like... It's like inside zone. Great tackle by number one. Who is that? It's a great play by number one. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders. Oof. Yeah, you just don't have the numbers to block this. Because you also Cole Turner coming to the backside. I mean, that's the second time, right, that happened in this game so far, is that we called a run play out of the shotgun and we just didn't have the blockers to block the amount of guys in the box. So far, Sam Howell does not have the ability to check out of a play. Because I would prefer to check out of these plays where we have a loaded box that we just don't have the amount of blockers to block who we have to block. Right? Especially when you have a guy like Terry on the outside, one-on-one. Curtis, even one-on-one here in the slot. Jahan on the backside with no safety help. I mean, little check, 1, 2, whatever weird hand signal you got, whatever. Give me something. And it's like, and then you call, your white 80, and then white means, hey, this is a check out of this or whatever. Like, we're going to, that's how we did it in college, is like the color meant certain things. Like, hey, if I'm going to go on 2, I'm going to say green, green 19, green 19. So green means we're going to go on 2. And then we'll switch up different colors, different weeks for different things, right? You could just make it whatever you want to do with Jahan. Like, hey, this safety's helping Terry over the top. We're going deep, and you're going to beat your man. Right? He said not to call him Gibby. Did he? Is that true? That's funny. Anyway. Yeah, because we just don't have the blockers in here to run the ball. We don't. And I guess maybe he just said, don't check out of anything. I want to see these plays. I just want to go through the progression or whatever. But I would still like him to have this ability to say, and I guess also you don't want to show that in preseason, I guess. You just, hey, whatever play I call right now, run it. Just don't even think about checking it out right now. So, but hopefully, by the time the season comes, if we end up in a situation like this, where we're calling a run play, we have one-on-one on the outside with our first-round pick number 16, no safety help over the top, this is a time to go deep, back shoulder, boom, move the chains. Or go deep and just go over the top if the guy plays underneath. But as far as the blocking is concerned, it was inside zone, not bad. We just didn't have the block. Nobody could block number one. We just didn't have the block amount, and number one's the guy that ends up making the tackle. I guess you could say Gibby make a guy miss, but it's hard to demand that. All right, here we go to Wiley's play. Wiley gets called for... Who's number 99? That's Cedarius Smith. Okay. So Cedarius Smith causes the second holding penalty. And he just gets beat inside way too easy. That's just way too easy. I don't know if he's expecting help inside. Like, is he expecting Cosme to come help him? Like, it's almost like he just set so wide as if he's going to get help from Cosme. But Cosme steps down. I don't know, but I mean, you have a chip on the outside. You can, no way. Come on. You got to stay in the front here, and then you're going to get a fullback to be able to chip inside. If this is totally on Wiley. Come on, dude. This is not hard. Why are you setting way outside and you have the fullback to chip? Like, the fullback is fully, like, if you stay inside and you just set straight back or even just set right in here, if he's going to go way outside, the fullback's going to hit him back into you. Why in the world are you sitting so far out as if you're on an island or expecting help inside when you have a chip on the outside? Like, Eric Bieniemy called the correct play. This is the correct play. This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller, right? I don't want to get a safety. We need, what, 9 yards, 10 yards, or whatever it is to get a first down? So the play is going to be a little bit longer to develop. So what am I going to call? I have tackles that struggle right on the outside. They're not great. Leno and Wiley. I don't like them. Maybe it says Eric Bieniemy, but that's what they gave me. So we're going to work with this. What am I going to do? I'm going to call a play where I have 2 running backs set, and I'm going to use them to help chip for the tackles. Perfect. Perfect play call by Eric Bieniemy. Love the play. I mean, I haven't even looked at the routes yet. Maybe the route sucks. I don't know. I have no reason to believe that they do. But as far as the basics are concerned, let's help our tackles out to make sure we don't get a safety. I'm calling a play with 2 running backs to help chip. And yet you still allow a safety because for whatever reason, your tackle just sets way outside and allows the Scenarius Smith right up the gut, and then on top of that, holds him. Like, that makes no sense whatsoever from Wiley. I have no clue what he's thinking. And he has 0 excuses. He was in this system last year with Eric Bieniemy. He's supposed to be the one who knows the system. He's the only offensive lineman that's played with EB before. 0 excuses. Like, this is bad football right here by Wiley. Bad football. So, I mean, EB, what can you do? I mean, we could take a look at the routes. It's Terry McLaurin, one-on-one, running a post. What is this? No, he's running a post corner. Okay, post corner. He's running a post. He's running a corner. Yeah, I mean, man, you really had long developing play here. All 3 of your receivers are I mean, you need 10 yards, and you have all 3 of your receivers running 20 yards. Like, we don't have any digs across the middle, just trying to find a space in the middle here. Like, all right. I didn't expect the routes to be not ideal, but they were. I mean, you run perfectly into a cover 3 defense here. I mean, covered. Unless, like, Hal's literally going to throw it, like, way deep down here. Maybe he could get to Jahan, but as I said, you had long developing routes. You knew those were coming, so you had the chip, but yet, for some reason, Wiley sucks. Is what it is. Move on to the next play. On to the defense. All right. What up, Jan? All right, we send a little blitz here to Dobbs. Little blitz. You know what? I'm going to go look. We're going to skip this because all the starting defense is out. So we have no more starting defense, and I can't go forever tonight, unfortunately. I would like to be able to go through the whole game, but unfortunately, I cannot. Because I do have work I have to be up in like 4 hours or something. But we'll go through the Sam Howell touchdown drive against the backups, but we'll go through the touchdown drive and then we'll call it a night. 27 of you in here. Appreciate all of you here. Love to see that. Leno doesn't block anyone on that whole play. Did we notice that? He doesn't block anybody. Like, the only person he touches is his own man. The only player he touches is Cole Turner. Tim, did you hear Forbes locked up Odell in practice? DeJuan Jones was cooking it on for us during the game. I love DeJuan Jones. That's a great scoop for y'all. Yeah, did you see the picture that everybody shared? That is hilarious, dudes. That is funny. Where is the play? I know I shared the picture somewhere in here. I may have to look for my thing specifically. You guys chat too much in here. It's got to be soon. It's got to be soon. It's got to be soon. This is the picture that they decide to show as if Forbes was playing good defense here. Like, the ball is clearly not there. He doesn't get his head around at all, and his hands are all over the receiver. Like, this is one of the most obvious sets of pass interference. But the Washington Commanders' social media are so football illiterate that they share this picture as if it's good defense. Like, that was good defense, though? This was good defense. Peter, you trolling me right now? I know you like to disagree with me on some stuff, and I understand. We can disagree. That's fine. But this is good defense. Oh, hilarious. Hilarious that anybody would look at this picture and think, oh yeah, great, Forbes. Great defense there, Forbes. Great defense. Doing everything wrong, but great defense. Great defense. Oh, too funny. Anyway, sorry. The only guy I looked at on that play was Leno not blocking anybody. So we gotta go. Let's look at the play. Legit. Put that head right where it needed to be. That is good. I appreciate that one there, Peter. I get where you're coming from now. That is good. That's a funny one. All right. He put that head right where it needed to be. Oh, wait, shoot. I wanted the end zone view of that play. Peter's joking now. Yuki, Peter's joking. Relax. All right. Let's see the blocking here. Okay, interesting. Interesting that Paul... I don't hate it. It's weird. It's weird that Chris Paul doesn't seal this back off. Like, nobody ends up blocking 96, but he just says, screw it. Like, I mean, if you're going, he's like, basically, if you go backside, you're not catching B-Rob, so I don't care about you anymore. Right? And he ends up getting tripped up, so it ends up working out really well. Oh, what is that? Who was that? Oh my God. Is that Nick Gates? What was that attempt at a cut? And why would you even try to cut here? Just turn and seal him. I would like to see Chris Paul and Nick Gates here. Just turn and seal your guys off, and this could be a touchdown. Right? I love the first step by Gates. I love the first step by Gates. Like, this is textbook. You get out there so fast. You beat the linebacker to the spot. This is tremendous by Gates to start, right? This is awesome. I mean, look at that hat placement. You are way ahead of the guy you're supposed to block. Like, this is your guy, number 6. Perfect, right? But then that? Like, what in the world is that? That was really bad by Gates. Anyway, like, if Paul right here just turns his hat and then cleans up number 94, Nick Gates actually blocks number 6. I mean, look at the two guys that end up making the play. Number 94 and number 6. Wiley's looking at him like, what are you doing, bro? And then Wiley needs to get your butt up here. Right? Or seal off too, right? You have to either get up to the safety or seal it off. One or the other. Just running to nowhere, no man's land is not acceptable. Like, do something, right? And same thing with Chris Paul. Like, Chris Paul ends up blocking basically nobody on this play. You know, he lets this guy get by him, which is fine because he's out of the play. I understand. Lets him go. And then it proceeds to block nobody. Nick Gates blocks nobody. Wiley blocks nobody. I don't know how this becomes such a... I mean, the play design is so well made, I guess you could say, that Chris Paul blocks nobody. Nick Gates blocks nobody. Wiley blocks nobody. And Leno blocks nobody. And you still get, what, an 8-yard run? How in the world is that even possible? How do you have 4 out of your 5 offensive linemen block nobody, and yet it's still an 8-yard run? That is actually incredible. Like, Wiley never touches anybody. Like, he kind of reaches, doesn't touch him. Cosby's the only offensive lineman that blocks anybody on this play. So this isn't EB's fault? No, I mean, EB calls it, right? I mean, unless he doesn't teach them to turn around and block backside, now that's a mistake. But Leno blocks nobody, Paul blocks nobody, and Gates blocks nobody. And yet this is a first down play? That's incredible. I don't even know if I've ever seen that. Interesting. Very interesting. The Browns might have been... yeah, let's watch that from I'm still so shocked. That is so funny. That nobody on your offensive line blocks, but yet you still get a big play. Like, how does this work? Let's look. Nice seal off by, what is that, Pringle or somebody? Or is that Jahan? So Jahan blocks. That's good. And it's a good block here. Is that Diami? Or, yeah, it has to be Diami. So Diami makes a nice block. Cole Turner makes a nice block downfield. That is a nice block by Cole Turner. Man, he almost blocks 2 guys. And I guess you could say that Nick Gates kind of like at least slowed him down a little bit, made him like do that little hesitation step. Yeah, it's like Jahan Dotson, Cole Turner, and De'Ami Brown were like your sole blockers on this play, and it's an 11-yard play. That is mind blowing to me. That is very weird. All right, second quarter. Just gonna go to B-Rob. Nice, gets his head downfield, or gets his momentum going downfield. Everyone in front of the play is blocked. Everyone behind the play didn't get picked up. Yeah, kind of, pretty much. But, I mean, it's just a funny play. It's just a funny idea to me that 4 out of your 5 offensive linemen don't block, and yet you have an 11-yard run. Like, I mean, you would ask at that point, it's like, what, did they only have 1 down lineman, or what? 78, I think you meant 76, Cosme, yeah, when he falls, yeah. It's like Cosme blocked everybody on that play. Oh, sorry, let's go back to that one. Little inside zone again. So yeah, B-Rob finally, and this shotgun run just says, screw it, I'm not going outside. I'm not going to worry about that. I mean, I guess the play is just designed inside. It's just an inside zone play. And it's well blocked, honestly. Let's go to the end zone view. I mean, that one looks pretty well blocked. But the offensive line clearly struggled against their starters. Now we're in the backups, and it seems like they played a bit better, which is exactly what they should be doing. But a double team, you get Sam Cosme getting to the second level. Yeah, the only thing I don't really like is that these two... Excuse me. No, it's these two. Chris Paul and... whoever... Is that 71? Yeah, Chris Paul and Leno never get off the double team into anybody as far as... But... Oh, well. You like to see them get up to the second level, but the play happens so fast, they don't even have time to get to the second level. So, overall, fine. EB is going to be great with the weapons he has. I'm picking us to win our division. I'm putting money where my mouth is. Ooh, let's go, Rudy. I hope you win some money. All right. Sam Howell throws underneath. Nice throw. Finds Cole Turner on the crosser. Nothing wrong with that. I like that by Jahan. This is a nice route here. Beautiful route. Yeah, he just does that extra little step at here to get this corner to turn his hips, and then he's gone. And then it's just a wide open in the middle here. Why does it seem like everybody just uses Terry to go deep? Is it just me, or does it just seems like those are backups? I see 6 starters from the end zone view. Those aren't backups. Let's go back. Or let's not. I don't care. You know what? I'll just take your word for it. It's fine. I mean, there's definitely some backups in here. You don't have Myles Garrett for sure. You don't have Denzel Ward. You don't have what's his name? Zadarius Smith. It's 99s out there. So I mean, it's or is it Zadarius Smith? You know what? I might be wrong. Is that Smith? It is Smith. Okay, Smith is back out there. Okay, so it's not backups yet. All right, that's fair. I mean, there's definitely some backups, but okay, I can see what you're saying. But nice throw by Hal. Good, quick decision. And the offensive line seemed to do better there, which is good. Yeah, Leno does a lot better on that play. A lot better than he has been. It's a nice clean pocket. Hal makes a good quick decision. Hits him in stride. First down, move the chains. Perfect play. No complaints at all. Well done. I guess the only thing that kind of was weird, if you look at it, is just Cole Turner kind of hesitates on the route as he crosses the middle, and it's like he doesn't really need to. Like if he just hits it across, he may be able to even have more separation here. But it's just small. It's like a slight hesitation at the beginning. It's just like it's just hit it. You know what I mean? You see how he's kind of like jogging after he does that jab? Like right there, like these couple of steps, it's just like, fine, hit the jab and then just get on your horse and get out here. Because then maybe you even have more separation, and that maybe will just give you a little bit more to turn it upfield and get some extra yards. But again, small stuff. You do a good job getting open. You made the catch, first down, move the chains. It's good. But EB, he's all about the small stuff, right? Jahan, best route runner on the team. I know. I love the... It's all good. Jahan Dotson's a great route runner. No doubt about it. No hate to Jahan's route running. Good job there by Terry, finding the hole in the defense. It's a fun play, isn't it? It's a fun play to see Sam Howell just immediately get the heck out of the pocket. Just, you're getting pressured up there sometimes. Just get out of here. Just go. Good cut. Great cut by Antonio Gibson on Smith. Man, he slowed him down big time there. Great cut block. Terry McLaurin finding the hole in the zone. Sits down, makes a nice catch. I'd like to see a little bit better throw, so Terry doesn't have to kind of like dive for it. Like if you're just able to hit him, so he doesn't have to kind of dive, maybe he can make a guy miss and still keep going. But still, throw on the run. You got Sedarius Smith in your face. No problem. No real complaints. You're killing me with his last name. You pronounce Jay Leno the same way. What am I saying? I'm saying Leno, right? Leno instead of Leno, I guess. Leno. So what am I saying? More like Leno? 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 Leno instead of... so it's Leno instead of Leno. Am I saying more like Leno, I guess? I don't care. How many more times can you make me say Leno in this breakdown? All right, so we're at the 50-ish. In motion, looking to the right side. Quick throw. We got lucky here, guys. We got lucky. We got real lucky. They gave him the forward progress here, but... Whew, that was fortunate. All right. We hurry up, make sure they don't throw the flag. Way to get on it. Hand off to Gibby, or Antonio Gibson. It's apparently doesn't like it. Drink after every Leno. Leno, not Luno. Leno. Got it. Was anybody open? Let's take a look here. Yeah, there's somebody open. Because two guys running into Terry. Come on. He decided to go to the right side of the play. which is fine. So yeah, this is a type of play that there's not like a progression for both sides kind of thing. It's kind of like you can choose which direction you want to go. And he chose to go to the right. You have Jahan up here, one-on-one, because the safety has been, he is now, has been shading to Terry's side all game, right? So you have 3 guys on this side. You have 1, 2, 3 defenders here. Whereas on this side, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders for 2 receivers. So it does make sense looking at this defense that if you are Sam Howell, you're looking at the right side of this situation, right? That does make sense. So I think he made the correct read here to look to the other side. It's just nobody ended up getting open right away, right? Like maybe Cole if you want to hit him again. Yeah, actually Cole is open here. If you throw it a little bit to the outside away from this linebacker, this could even be a first down. So why doesn't that's not a good play by Howell. Yeah, and he threw it away. It's weird. Why not go? I guess is he really want Jahan? Like, is he only staring down Jahan here? And he just doesn't feel like he has time? Like, even Jahan, if he really wanted Jahan that bad, throw it. Like, Jahan's gonna turn around here, and he's got separation. Like, and if you delivered that ball on time, he was open. So, I mean, even if you really wanted Jahan, you had him. Like, let it go. Let it, like, if you're throwing the ball right now at a spot, Jahan Dotson's going to make this catch. But you had your first read on the right side here. Your first read should be Cole. Right? He's going to be open quickly. If he steps over at all, then you're going to hit the flat. But if for whatever reason you don't like the flat because this guy stays here, or maybe this guy drops into like a cover 2 where the corner's covering the flat, then you're looking to the third level. I mean, I'm even fine with the progression though of looking just to the flat first, then Cole, then to Jahan. Either way. But you have the time here. Right here, you're on your back foot. You have a pocket. This is pretty dang good protection, especially behind this offensive line. And you have your dude where you, like, do you not know where he's supposed to be? Like, this should be your throw. Maybe scared of serving up a hospital ball. Yeah, the backer was moving towards Cole pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, you had 2 guys open here. There's no reason you should be having to escape the pocket and throw this away. Because it also wouldn't have been a hospital ball, because knowing where the linebacker is, you would throw it to the outside, right? Like, you'd throw it to the outside shoulder. Like, yeah, if you throw it inside, you're going to get him killed, if not just intercepted. But if you throw it to the outside, then it'd be fine. But I don't know. He had it if he wanted. What was that, 3 or 4? I don't know. I said it lots. But it was good protection up front. And no reason to really throw this ball away. I'm just, Howell missed another one. So that's at least 2 that Howell just missed. The sack was him earlier. He had the opportunity to find the flat. There might have even been 3 that Howell missed, huh? I gotta think about it. I think there was 3 that Sam Howell just kind of did not go well on the play. But all right, here we go. We're backing up. Oh, man. That sucks. He made the right decision here. He just gets it tipped. Yeah, I mean, he's got this... just float this ball a little bit more. Man, he was coming flying, wasn't he, out of that safety spot? He made the right read. He just has to float that a little bit more on that play. All right, backs up. Okay, so again, he doesn't find anybody. Was there anybody open here? Let's see what the play is. So Cole Turner. So we got a mesh concept. Yeah, not really anything open here. This would be a hospital ball here. Cole Turner's double team. You're looking at your flat. This is not great. Excuse me. Yeah, so your first read is this mesh. So you're hoping that these two guys clear, like in man-to-man, right? Which is not, this is not man-to-man. This is definitely zone. And if it's man-to-man, this is your first read, right? You're going right here. Is this Terry or... Yeah, this is Terry. This is where you want to go in man-to-man. Like, this guy's trailing. You hope these two clear these guys out. Then you hit Terry in stride, go up the field. So this is your first read here. Then you're gonna. Then he went backside. Interesting. Because this is your first read. I mean, I would probably look at one of these two deep opportunities and then go backside. But you went backside quite early. I mean, you may actually literally be able to put... I mean, considering that Diami... let's look at right where... Okay, right here. Right? He could have made the decision. This guy is coming more towards this way and like more of a fading towards away, but he does have a 5-yard head start. Diami's running full speed. You may be able to lay that right over top of the safety right here if you really want it. Like, if you don't like this, you may be able to lay it up. But then you're getting pressured here, so you can't find Cole in the middle. But you do find Cole late, so he does do a good job of keeping his eyes downfield, even in the mess. Finding Cole late. Cole Turner doing a great job finding the hole in the zone, fading with his quarterback, running with his quarterback to make sure he gives him a target, makes the catch, takes a big hit, move the chain. So Sam Howell ends up with a good play, moves the chains. All right. You know, you didn't quite, you may not have quite read it right, but you recovered, and that's big. That's a smooth route right there. That is a smooth route against a safety. Those hips are all the way turned around. Yeah, that's smooth. That is smooth right there. Broke it off. Diami running him down, running this guy clear. Safety has no shot to get over here. It's man-to-man defense. Yeah, that's the matchup you're looking for. That's the matchup you're looking for. And Hal goes there right away. Like, how... That's awesome to see. Hal recognized this. He understands what route Jahan's about to run. He recognizes, all right, I got a safety on my number one receiver. I'm going to look that direction. If it's man-to-man, this is over. Just over. And how, as soon as the play action happened, he's looking right there the whole way. Like, there is no progression here. He just knows the matchup. That's a bit predetermined, but hey. Great read by Sam. Better run by Jahan for sure. Peyton Manning would have served Cole that hospital pass. Yeah, Jahan Dotson, best runner on our team. Whatever. He's great. Jahan Dotson is great. No hate. All right. Well, fun little film session. Overall, my takeaways on Sam Howell looking here. He obviously clearly has more development to be done. Clearly, right? But he made some nice throws on the run. He kept some plays alive, ran for a first down on 3rd and 8, which was big. Let's see. definitely a few plays that he would like to have back. I would like him to, like, right there what he did with Jahan. I love that. I love that. You find the matchup you like with your best receivers. When they have subpar talent in front of them, you make them pay for it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And I hope he continues to do that when he sees Terry one-on-one. And then even Curtis one-on-one in certain situations. Like, that three weaponry, like, trio of wide receivers is nice. Right? Like, definitely nice. So, continue to do that the more and more. And I mean, there's going to be times where, honestly, we should almost, like, force teams out of man-to-man. Right? This should be a team that you don't run man-to-man on. Terry can get open one-on-one, Jahan can get open one-on-one, and Curtis can get open one-on-one. Nobody has three corners that are able to shut down all three of those. There will be a mismatch somewhere on the field, assuming everyone's healthy. And right now, everyone is, knock on wood. I mean, that could almost happen every single play, especially, but, obviously they're not going to run man-to-man every play, but it almost, like, should be against the law to run man-to-man against these three receivers. Right? And I hope that we take more and more advantage of that the more we move along. And I love to see that by Sam Howell. Yeah, this is good. And then the starting defense, definitely, they need to wrap up, man. You gotta come away with that sack. Even though there was a holding on Jonathan Allen, though. But yeah, that first drive, Forbes made the big play as well as Curl on that to both bottle him up, make sure Felton didn't get to the outside. Yeah, it's awesome. Hey, Rudy with the super chat. Shout out, Rudy. Appreciate you. Great video. Thanks, says Rudy. Trujillo? Hopefully I said that right. But 1999, great video. Thanks. Shout out to Rudy. Appreciate the super chat for sure. Anyway, appreciate all of you guys watching me. Normally, when I don't have all this crap going on, and I did get home late from working on my house, and then on top of that, I'm struggling. Like, I should have been able to start this by 9, then everything just kept screwing me over and over and over. But normally, we should start this on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. It probably will not be next Tuesday, though. Probably going to have to move that to Thursday because we play Monday, and it usually takes 24 to 36 hours after the game to get the coach's film. But that being said, if they do get the coach's film out on Tuesday early, I will start this Tuesday at 8. Please no last names. Trujillo? Maybe? Is that better? Trujillo? You don't pronounce the L, right? The double L? Trujillo, I think. That might be better. Anyway, hopefully that's better. But anyway, so normally 8 o'clock Tuesdays. Trujillo. Yeah, okay. I got it better the second time. I shouldn't have pronounced the L's. I should have known that too. I should have known better. I'm sorry. Trujillo. Got it. But anyway, yeah, this is good. And I appreciate all of you watching, even when we started late. But I will be back Monday. Monday, for the game, we will be back. And I'm excited. Let's face these Ravens. Zay Flowers looks nasty. Zay Flowers, man. He had that one route on Quan. Whew. Good night. Just absolutely destroyed him on that one. Then he got open a couple times on Forbes, or at least one time. I don't know. I think I heard twice on Forbes he got open pretty good. My buddy, who's apparently a big Zay Flowers fan, I guess, because he was like, I knew he got drafted first round by the Ravens, but I didn't look into him at all because I didn't want a 6'10", or sorry, not 6'10", 5'10", 170-pound receiver on this team when we already have a bunch of them. So I didn't even look into Zay because that was kind of receiver was off my draft board. But that'll be a great matchup potentially. So anyway, appreciate all of you. Thank you big time for Rudy for the super chat. Thanks for everybody else in the chat. And I will see you next time. And until next time...